This is about as crazy as you can get, but there's tons of them. This is the George Anthony, the molester, who murdered Caylee, the little girl, because he molested the little girl, and then realized after he got control of himself, because you have to be pretty screwed up and out of control for this man to molest this little baby, 3-year-old girl. That's pretty sick, okay? And so we have that, and then what he does is he frames his daughter Casey to be convicted of the murder, which of course she isn't, but unfortunately her idiot lawyer, Baez, claimed that it wasn't even a murder at all, that the kid just drowned in the pool. But then the kid disappears for 6 months until they find a skeleton in the woods. So why would they take the child who supposedly drowned by accident and hide the body? That wouldn't happen. That's ridiculous. They would turn an accident into a murder. You turn murders into accidents. You don't turn accidents into murders, period. Okay? That makes absolutely no sense. That means that Baez doesn't understand what he's even doing. But he got by with it because she got acquitted, that's a good thing. However, everybody still thinks she's guilty because they don't know her father murdered the kid for the only motive possible, that nobody's going to murder this kid. Okay? At all. This kid's a lovable kid that's very well taken care of in the home. She's not being abused. So, the idea that Casey wanted to go to bars, I mean, this screwball prosecutor dreams up this motive, and then he comes up with this, how she taped the mouth, and this guy is a lunatic, supported by the media to convince the audience that that's what is really going on. Okay? And they completely ignore absolutely incredible evidence. And that goes for Dr. Henry Lee, the big famous Dr. Lee here in Connecticut, who works for the state police, who they decided that they told Dr. Lee not to help, not to do anything at all to get this woman acquitted, even though she's absolutely innocent, and had her daughter murdered. And these idiot cops in Connecticut, and boy, they are stupid. They kept bugging Henry Lee, and he didn't say, listen, this is what I do, okay? Period. And so you don't tell me what to do. You understand? You don't even know what you're talking about. You don't even know what happened at all, actually. And that's the problem. That the whole country is being totally misled by the media. And people who claim to be expert, professional cops, detectives, lawyers, judges, you name it. They don't know shit about anything, actually. Otherwise, this incredible stuff that keeps happening all the time in the judicial system, that's absolutely, totally corrupt. I mean, and we're just going along with it, that these screwballs are doing these things like they did with the Trayvon Martin case. It's another one. But I don't want to get to that right now. Let's stay with the George Anthony. Here's what he did. He literally brought the kid in soaking wet, dripping wet, and handed the kid to her, and then took the kid back. Said, I'll take care of it. Your mother's gonna be angry. Of course. What do you think? Oh, mom's not gonna be angry because this little girl, the granddaughter, is dripping wet, dead? Yeah. So what are we going to do here? We're going to take that body and it's going to go from my hands into the woods. Out the door. That's what happened at that address that morning. Those are facts that Casey Anthony knows are facts. She knows that she was molested since she was about 8 years old. And Dr. Danziger was couldn't sleep and he couldn't eat because he didn't want to take a chance that maybe George is innocent. Well, maybe he ain't because he's not innocent. And so this idiot doctor concealed what he knew. And he was so positive about it, he got sick. Otherwise, it was like, hey, listen, this is just one more lie she's telling, okay? She told about the other crap, the nanny and the job. So the molesting, that's another, we can't believe anything. Okay. So this guy gets sick. Why get sick? Hey, she's just a liar. I'm not gonna go and blow the whistle on this guy because she's lying and help her because I believe she's guilty because I work for the government. And when we stick together no matter what, okay, it doesn't matter who's guilty. It doesn't matter what the evidence is. It matters what we have to just make it appear that we know what we're doing here. And we don't know. They don't know anything. I mean, they're really incompetent screwballs. And I could tell you one case after the next. And then they have these shows. And it makes them look good. Of course. Okay? So this is the problem. It's all propaganda. It's all brainwashing. And it works like a charm, too. And that's where we're at here. Like, you can't tell crazy stuff. Here's what happened. She left the car in a lot and told him to get it, otherwise it'll get towed. He went, then he knew where the car was. That he put the kid in to stink in the trunk. That was how he was taking care of it. He was making sure the smell was in the car that she used. Okay? That's a fact. It's not an opinion. And then when she told him to go get the car, he went, he took the kid out of the trunk and he put the bag of garbage in. The bag of garbage is the key to the case now. Because when he goes back down to the yard to get the car back out, he makes a big deal of, he opens the trunk. He doesn't have to open the trunk. He paid to get the car. He just hop in and drive away. But he doesn't. He opens up the trunk. He wants the tow yard guy to see the garbage that he put in there, that he transferred with the body of the kid that had this stink. And now, and the guy said it was a human body. It wasn't the garbage. That's what he testified to. Okay, is anybody listening? God, it's amazing. I mean, God, these people don't know what they're doing. They don't understand the evidence to anything. And that's what we have to make this movie about. It'll be unbelievable. There you go.